Alright, so this is a video that I've been putting off for a while now. I've been wanting to get something done, but you know how the first video goes, always the hardest. That's kind of where I've been at. And in the middle of all that, I have been playing some survival, and I've been doing that on a server called the Flow SMP. It's run by a YouTuber, flowstate, and he's great. I've been watching his stuff for a very long time, and I thought it'd be cool to join his community and server. Also, the server is modded, not heavily though. We got some furniture stuff, and the most notable would be Create and Chipped. Create, we all know, probably the biggest tech mod out there, and honestly, I haven't used it yet. I got rocks for brains, and yeah, I'm not gonna touch that mod yet. But we got Chipped as well. That adds like 1,000 new different block variants. So today is basically just a showcase of what I've been doing on the server so far and some of the builds I worked on. Another aspect of the server is /quest log. These quests pop up. So as you can see, we have normal and legendary quests that are tracked and are as simple as killing a few chickens or placing down like 400 polished andesite, and they each give different rewards. So for example, this one is giving me some andesite alloy and a bunch of XP. Also, there are sandbox quests that are self-submittable. So they range from normal all the way up to legendary, and basically complete what they say and just hit submit. They too have their own rewards and XP that goes towards your title. So for example, I am currently builder 2, and you work your way up the ranks. And these are purely cosmetic. There's no perks or anything like that. And lastly, there is a time lapse of a build I did in creative, which you probably saw in the thumbnail. So with the basic game mechanics and the server mechanics out the way, I feel like I should talk about where I'm standing right now. So this is basically where I started the whole journey, and I'm about 1,000 blocks from spawn. This is kind of where my general area is, and this lodge down here is where the spawn is. So yeah, this is where I cut my first few trees, flattened the area a bit, built a small farm, and just a cozy small central area. Now these stairs up here lead to the main intersection of the build area, and I'll address this first. But this is where my stash is. You can see all the chests in there, and this is where all my cattle is. So this build is actually something I saw on Pinterest, and I'll put a picture up on the screen right now. I tried to recreate it, and honestly, I think it turned out pretty good. We have a visitor's log here so people can put down their names, a few custom birch trees, and yeah, this path. This path uses a lot of blocks from Chipped, so these path blocks and different granite variations, they all lead to this cozy area up here. This area is also inspired by a cozy walk down by a creator named Monkey. I'm not sure if she pronounces her name like that, but I'll put a video on the screen right now, and this is basically me trying to recreate that with not a lot of effort put in. The insides are not done yet. This is what a stash looks like, right? But the bedroom is the only interior that I ever decorated. And I tried using as much of the new furniture stuff as I could. Behind these curtains is I dug this area so I could build something here, and honestly I plan on building something that's most likely going to be a library or a trading hall of some sort, since I don't have that yet. So this is where I'm going to keep my horse when I actually get one. These stairs lead up to the builds over there. This shack is for a quest, and this is where my cows and sheep go. So if you go up here, I still need to finish this path, but there's a bridge over there, and that was also for a quest. It doesn't lead anywhere yet, but if you go back here, there's a small plaza with a few benches and a decommissioned armor shop. Now, this tower up here is inspired by this picture, and a lot of variations of concrete, deep slate, tough, stone kind of went into it. I did kind of ruin it by building a stone compound around it, and I kind of gave up on it because, you can see it's not finished. It was supposed to be a compound that had a garden in the middle, but I just got tired of placing down so much stone. And of course, this is not it. I have a bunch of other small builds that include this hillside graveyard, something upside down, a hut in the snowy area, a small tent area, a ruin with scaffolding and bone block, which I guess somebody took care of, a fishing dock, path right next to a fishing dock, and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so I know this isn't a lot of work for like a month, but I usually spend most of my time in creative anyways. And the time lapse that you're about to see is actually for a quest. So here's a task that says I have to build and maintain a large shop in a player town. And the two closest towns are a riverside and lakeside. And I'll probably pick one of them. But yeah, here's the time lapse.